Deteriorating relationship between Pretoria and Washington has reached a new low. Lawmakers voted to advance a bill that proposes reviewing the U.S. relationship with South Africa amid objections over its foreign policy. The U.S. House Committee on Foreign Affairs passed the bill tabled by Republican Ronnie Jackson in April, calling for a full review of U.S. relations with South Africa. The bill, known as the U.S.-South Africa Bilateral Relations Review Act of 2025, also seeks to identify South African government officials and leaders eligible for sanctions. The controversial bill accuses South Africa of undermining the United States' interests and backing America's rivals and acting against America's interests and its allies. One of the main issues that has upset the Trump administration is South Africa's decision to take Israel to the International Court of Justice over alleged genocide in Gaza, a move that sharply diverges from U.S. policy. If passed, the bill would require the U.S. State Department to conduct a thorough review of Washington's relations with Pretoria. This includes trade, military cooperation, and diplomatic engagement. However, this bill still has to pass through the U.S. House and the Senate before making its way to President Donald Trump to be signed into law. Experts have warned that South Africa must take the U.S. objections seriously or face being priced out of the world's largest market. If the government fails to act, there could be devastating consequences for local exporters and workers alike. South Africa is already facing gloomy 30% tariffs, which will come into effect from August 1st. It is at risk of losing benefits from African Growth and Opportunity Act, which allows duty-free exports to the United States. WION's Calden Ongmu gets us reaction from the South African side. Please take a listen.
South Africa is once again at the center of international controversy, this time facing the real prospect of U.S. sanctions. Even though the government hasn't issued any formal statement as yet, President Cyril Ramaphosa, on a sideline of an event, has said they are aware of what is taking place in the U.S. House Committee. He has said bilateral discussions and dealings with the United States will continue. On the other hand, Afrikaner Interest Lobby Group, AfriForum, has welcomed the bill. The group says it has only campaigned for targeted sanctions against corrupt leaders of this party, ANC, in the South African government, and said punishment against those high-ranking officials will not affect the economy. South African social media is abuzz with diverse reactions ranging from anger, nationalist pride, debates about Western hypocrisy and concern about economic fallout. Many feel that the country's pro-Palestine stance has angered Trump and his friends, and they have expressed that their escalating standoff between both the countries could cost South Africa billions in lost trade and investment. This is Calden Ongmu from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION. World is One.